Unfortunately, I am not I'm not an amazing drama streamer. I'm trying my best. I will give it my absolute best. And I personally fucking hate the main subjects of today's stream and probably tomorrow's stream and possibly Thursday's stream. I have a great deal of disdain for them. However, I want to be upfront with you guys. Some of the shit, okay? Some of the shit that we're going to see is so unbelievably beyond the pale that I can't even get all of the schadenfreude I want to get out of it, you know? It's these people have actually done some unbelievably fucking crazy heinous shit that you cannot even begin unless you already have read some of these threads or you've seen someone else stream about it. You do not know. You do not know how bad it can get. I just realized the overlay is not showing up. Ah, there it is. Oh, I gotta sit up straighter. So what has happened since I last streamed? In real world news, we have damn, the fucking... Do I need to like move my camera that direction so that my face isn't completely covered up by the chat? Jesus. So in real world news, we have ISIS attacking Russia. We have a bridge collapsed. What else happened? I mean, there's some real world news that's going on, okay? And we'll talk about that first. We'll get all of that out of the way. But just full transparency, these fucking people, these people right here, I personally fucking hate. And there have been how many? One thread. Oh, that one doesn't exist. Oh, does this one not exist? Oh, that one doesn't exist. One thread. Two threads. There should be more. Wait, hold on. Which, did they open up in a different, window? Oh, shit. This is the window that has everything. We got one doc. Two docs. All right. This one, how many pages? 267 pages of logs, of commentary, of evidence, of sexual impropriety, emotional abuse, all sorts of crazy shit. The second document, oh, it doesn't give us a page count, but it's pretty long. It's got a lot of logs. And what is this one? Well, it's emotional and arguably physical abuse of their child. God damn. Holy shit. So that's document number 2. We've got 2 different Tumblrs. Y'all remember that Tumblr still exists? We've got 2 separate Tumblrs documenting everything. We've got archived, and I'll explain. Well, this thread had to get archived because of blackmail, and they were blackmailed, allegedly blackmailed, into rejoining this emotionally abusive polycule. Once again with Xena and Poppy. I just want to make that clear. We're talking about Xena and Poppy, the people that have made multiple videos on me, calling me all sorts of fucking crazy things, like a Nazi and a transphobe and a, you know, they've repeated lies about me, like that I call CPS on trans women who have children. So I don't like these people very much. They're very good at blackmail and emotional manipulation because they emotionally manipulated someone that I believe they raped. Yes, There is rape in this story, guys. Prepare yourself. They blackmailed their own, I believe, rape victim, if I have the people correct here, into rejoining their polycule. Think about that one for a fucking second, okay? Yeah, this is going to be a rape review, okay? So we've got one archived Twitter thread, 1, 2, 3 that are still up. We've got publications smearing the rape victim as a rapist. Spoiler alert, Annie Gallagher, the author of the hit piece on the rape victim, is a pedophile. Admittedly, a pedophile. A person who has had sexual contact with children, has joined forces with Xena and Poppy to smear their victim of rape as the rapist. Before we get into all of that, because holy shit, there's a lot. And oh yeah, also they also put out a video attacking their child that literally had to throw their luggage out of the window. Okay? They had to throw their luggage out of the fucking window to escape these people. Right? They made an hour-long hit piece on their own child. That's right. This is an hour, 4 minutes long, and 7 seconds of a hit piece on their own child that was so fucked up after living with them into adulthood that they had to throw their luggage out of their window to escape. So we'll be going over all of this. There's a lot. Yeah, we'll get into that, Sieg, but it is their child, like, in a legal sense, and in a, like, they were the parent from the time the child was born until now. Biologically, not their child. But this person, Poppy, over here on this side, has many children that they love dearly. It's just all of the other children are adopted children from Discord who have a better relationship with Poppy than their actual child that grew up with Poppy as the parent. Holy shit. Now, again, like I said earlier, it's actually so fucking bad, I almost can't get schadenfreude, okay? If you don't know what schadenfreude is, it's a recently discovered word in the English-speaking world that means the pleasure at someone else's suffering, right? You watch someone get their comeuppance and you're like, yeah, that's the stuff. That's schadenfreude right there. And I almost, keyword, almost. Yeah, that's why I said the English-speaking word. See, it is a German word for the pleasure at watching someone else's misfortune or whatever the fuck, right? But the key word here is almost. I almost can't get pleasure out of watching these people fucking spiral into oblivion. Okay. But this is just the preview, right? When we start, we'll skip around in their videos. Twitch streamer Sondsol has a bad habit. Like, if you search Xena Poppy Sondsol, you'll see there's a couple of videos on me over here. We've got the Sondsol fractal levels of transphobia. We have using a national tragedy for clout. Vosh's trans self-defense rhetoric is not stochastic terrorism. It was. And then they had to comment on President Sunday and I's debate a year ago. Now, I want to just say something super quick, and I'll reiterate it once we actually get into this topic, okay? But These 3 videos were not all available as of just a couple of days ago. The only one that was available as of a few days ago was this one. We've made fun of them in the past, right? And every time they've made a video on me, we've gone and we've watched it. You know, you can see we've watched them here on stream. But when we went to watch their video on the Present Sunday video, these 2 videos had mysteriously disappeared. And, you know, when I found out about this initially a couple of days ago, I looked this up. I looked up Xena Poppy Sondsol so I could, you know, just start getting ready for this segment. And the only one that was available was this one. But as of sometime between, I believe, Thursday or Friday of last week and today, they have relisted these videos for some reason. Now, I don't think it's because they were thinking of me in particular, okay? I don't think it was because they were thinking of me. I think that they had hidden a load of videos on their own stream, and then they relisted a whole bunch of videos, and they, in my videos, got caught in the crossfire and got relisted. Because not all, these videos were not all available just a couple of days ago. But we'll get into that, okay? While we're getting into the groove of streaming, what are we gonna do? Oh, I was talking to Malcolm. Let's look up Keffals. First, we're gonna start with a different person who has made allegations against me that I am transphobic or evil or whatever the fuck. We have Keffals. Now, where's the WillyMac video? WillyMacShow. So I watched about half of this just to see what the content was, right? Someone please remind me. Did we watch the first Keffals video on stream the other day when it came out, or did I watch that off stream? Does anybody remember? Also, I'm looking over here at the YouTube at the YouTube stream, and there are 11 people watching, but there's only 2 likes. There's a discrepancy in the amount of likes to the amount of viewers. Please like the YouTube video. It will make it to where more people get eyes on the stream. It helps me out a whole lot, and it'll make it to where there are more people in chat for you guys to interact with, and that's fun for everyone, okay? So like the stream, please. I see someone has already liked it. There's another one. That's what I like to see. I like to see the thumbs up meter go up, all right? Broad Doomer crying because of Sunday recently was Kino. I'm not gonna lie, I could not follow what the fuck was going on that one. All right, so maybe we'll look at that here today. But again, we have a whole bunch of Keffals shit going on. Okay, that's not even mentioning this one. All right, that's not even mentioning the Contra content, which will be second. And then after the Contra stuff, we'll get into the Xena and Poppy stuff, because that's going to take the longest, and I want to touch on the Contrapoints stuff while it's hot, and I also want to make fun of Keffals, okay? I love how high-pitched his voice gets when people are pressuring him. Who? Are you going to talk about Bob posting? No, until there's, like, concrete evidence that is more cleanly sourced. We're not talking about the Bob posting stuff. There's allegations that if you guys... well, actually, I guess... Bob posting is probably going to be coming up in this video, huh? Like, I can imagine that because bathtub HRT. So allegedly a former confidant and business partner. I don't know what the I don't know what to fucking call Bob posting to Keffals. Acquaintance turned business associate, I guess. Bob posting. There are allegations right now that Bob posting, Jesus Christ, Nair. Don't send me that. Don't send me that picture. Don't send me that picture, Nair. I don't want to see that. Bob posting, who founded the do-it-yourself hormone replacement therapy for kids to get HRT behind their parents' back, which was a whole thing. All right. There are allegations that Bob Posting has robbed a bank and is possibly in jail, but I don't know enough. I didn't look deep enough into it, and the sourcing on that is questionable at best. So until we start, getting more concrete allegations from places that are less tainted. Yeah, Bob Posting. The bank memes are true. I have an inside source. If you have anything that you can send me that we can go over it once he mentions Bob Posting, we'll go over it. But anything that you send me has to be on Discord. Have I heard of the Andrew Huberman drama? Wait, hold on. I feel like I know that name. One sec. Search. Hold on. I don't know this person, but I saw his face on Twitter earlier today. I don't remember why. What's the problem with him? Okay, I don't care. Right now. Bob and Vagine, show them. True. I like how it's Keffals season again. Bro, I feel like there's a Keffals season every other week, dude. Let me be super clear, okay? This is my stance on Keffals. I don't like Keffals, right? I used to hate Keffals and have very, very strong opinions on Keffals, but it's been 2 years. I've chilled the out. She was threatening to use her Twitch connections to get my Twitch channel banned. And then we had a Twitter exchange. It went in my favor somehow. And I got dogpiled because of that for about 2 fucking months. So I do not like Keffals. Or back then I fucking hated Keffals. All right? But I do not like Keffals to this day. My feelings towards her have softened because it seems like she got a little bit more normal and a little less antagonistic. But now she's turned from someone that I really fucking hated into just a lolcow, dude. There's more lore about Keffals than Overwatch by now. Dude, there's some deep fucking lore, okay? So, but yeah, she seems to get a little bit more normal, but now she's gone from being just an antagonistic, smug piece of shit that was constantly trying to get everyone deplatformed and shit like that, to kind of mellowing out after she got off of fucking meth, to now she's just a lolcow who keeps on putting herself in situations where she looks fucking bad, but she's attacking other people like she looks good, and it's just so bad. And so I think one of the reasons that my feelings towards her have softened is because I kind of pity her now. I think that she should get off the internet forever for her own sake, but she never will. So we'll continue to get fun content like this. Let's just dive into it, okay? Wait, where is the volume? Oh, that's because the tab is muted. Of course. Professional streamer, y'all.
Last week, we talked about Keffals, the trans activist who was swatted and raised over $100,000 for a lawsuit, and then seemingly spent the money on vacationing, buying unnecessary streaming gear, and getting addicted to drugs.
So for 8 days straight, I was doing coke and meth.
All while lying to her audience about fleeing the country. After making a video about these legitimately serious...
Also, really quick, this is just a personal aside, okay? People in chat, okay? My degenerates in chat, okay? What is the appeal of cocaine? What is the appeal? The 2 times I've done it, it just made me feel like I took my Vyvanse. I was no longer drunk, and I was just then the sober person at the party. It was very boring, and I never felt a desire to do it again. It's because of my ADHD. I guess I have a superpower, and that is just I guess, metabolizing cocaine in a way that makes me concentrate real good. Unironically good question, man. I just don't understand. I don't understand why people get addicted to it. It's just so boring. It is not all it's cracked up to be.
Accusations. Keffals would go on stream again, completely inebriated. Just look at her eyes.
Whoa.
She's got a new hairdo. Or color.
I'm starting to think Trump isn't as good at business. He's not good at business. He's real bad at business.
Oh, Jesus.
Also,
Christ,
I'm not
dude.
I want you all to know that I'm not intoxicated in any way. I've just been up for
Bro, stop capping. Okay, if she says less than 72 hours, I've been awake for 72 hours. Unless she says she has been awake for fucking 72 hours, cap hard, dude. Fucking hard cap, dude. No shot. Like, the fucking, I'm starting to think, no fucking shot. It's sleep deprivation.
bad at business.
1 second.
I'm starting to think Trump isn't as good at business. He's not good at business.
There is no cap. There is no
He's
brain,
real
dude.
bad at business. Also, I want you all to know that I'm not intoxicated in any way. I've just been up for 33 hours. So,
She's been on a bender, dude. She's been on a bender, dude. She's not on coke. She's not on meth. She would be way more animated. I don't know if it makes it, if meth makes you slur your words together. She's drinking, bro. She's drinking hard.
The reason I'm like this right now is because my brain is dying.
Is she short-circuiting? She never finishes her thought. She then starts a new sentence and forgets halfway through again.
It's not...
This is sad. Somebody then asks her about me in my video, and she quotes Lenin.
Are we gonna talk about the WillyMac video?
Super cute.
Like, here's
Hold
the
on.
thing. If you're going to lie about, like, being intoxicated, like, she's an addict. She knows this. If you're going to be a good addict, you have good canned excuses, right? Man, you know, I've been, you know, I just, like, slept like shit last night. I'm a little bit out of it, you know. I'm just not having a good day, right? But, like, when you're fucked up like that, your excuse has got to be way more extreme. And you got to know, this is bad excuses.
And I have a quote to read out. I would like to paraphrase the late Russian revolutionary Vladimir Lenin. Why should we bother to reply to WillyMac? He would reply to us, and we would have to reply to his reply. There's no end to that. It will be quite enough for us to announce that WillyMac is a traitor to the working class, and everyone will understand.
Or you could just have a conversation with him. That way it's not like a video and then a video and then a video. Didn't she steal that quoting from Hassan? Well, I mean, if there's only so many ways to quote someone, okay? Like, if you're gonna, are you saying that she's plagiarizing Hassan quoting another person? Come on now, all right? Let's not go crazy with the allegations here, okay?
So that's my statement. There's no f***ing point. None of this shit ever ends. I don't care. He can say whatever he wants about me, and I think that he can fucking eat shit. Who cares?
When Keffals says there's no point in responding because then we'll respond infinitely, that's not true. I'm accusing you of misappropriating GoFundMe money. You can easily prove me wrong by showing a breakdown of the money. She writes this off as normal drama. It's actually quite serious.
I said that I was done. I said that I was done, and I am done. I'm actually done. I'm not doing drama coverage.
H3H3 has shown a breakdown.
Spoiler alert, she's not done. She'll never be done. Do you know how many times in the past, what month is it? It's March. It's not even the end of March. And I feel like I've heard Keffals say, I'm done doing drama content. I've heard her say that at least 3 times this fucking year, okay? 3 times this year. We're not even going to delve into how many times she said that shit last year, okay? Spoiler alert. Next week, she's going to be attacking someone. She's going to be trying to, jump on the drama train. She's going to not be talking about politics or revolution or whatever the she talks about on her stream when she's not doing drama content. She's going to be doing more drama content because she can't help herself.
Of his crowdfunded money in the past, Karl Jobst has done the same. Why can't you? Here's the thing. Keffals has already admitted to misappropriating funds in a video titled I Was Graped. The ex accuses Keffals of abuse. She accuses her ex of abuse. They have a competition for who has the most mental baggage.
Althea accused me of economic exploitation in the form of economic abuse, saying that I trashed the apartment we shared and that I made her pay
This is Lav's perfect chance to make an ally, 2 lolcows from 2 different worlds uniting. Well, no. Lav hates trans people, so it would never happen. There's just no shot.
$1,200 in repairs. How is that not exploitative? The apartment was partially trashed because of the police searching for a handgun after the swatting, and also that I sometimes struggle to keep things tidy. I'm disabled. I have chronic pain issues. I have chronic fatigue. I give 100%.
I'm literally neurodivergent and a minor, and I can't clean my room.
To streaming, to making content. I'm good at it. I love my job, but sometimes I really struggle with everything that I have to do in my life.
So she's not even denying being a slob. It's like the Victim Olympics. Canada is sweeping this year. It's really stupid. But this is when it was revealed that Keffals wasn't trying to run away from Kiwi Farms or the doxers. She was just trying to move away from her ex.
And there was a criticism that I frequently got throughout that time. How does moving to a different country help you with online harassment? And as we found out, it didn't. And I knew that no matter where I went in the world, I would not escape online harassment as long as I was an online figure. And the truth is, I left the country because of my ex.
Her ex coerced her into interview.
Why, under any circumstance, would you admit that in public after your entire career came out of running away from your country? Just continue the fucking lie. Never. At that point, even if everybody knows it's bullshit, to know the actual fucking reason just makes her look so much fucking worse, dude. No fucking clue, dude. Drugs? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like hard drugs. Never done more than the one that we talked about earlier. And that one was boring. Don't see the appeal of them. So I don't get it. I can't put myself in that headspace. I don't know. But you're admitting to lying about using the funds that people gave you to escape internet harassment that you said was putting your life in danger. You admitted to using those funds to just get away from a bad ex-partner.
Course, which I guess is where the title comes from, although she never goes into detail. But more importantly, it means her having to move away in her GoFundMe due to her doxers. All the articles claiming it was necessary to flee to Ireland due to imminent threats to her life, it's all a lie. She moved because of her ex. That's not what the money was.
And I'm not even saying, let me be ultra fucking clear. I'm not saying that it's a good move to just continue to lie and tell everyone that, you ran to Ireland because you thought that it would save you from the internet harassment, because the internet is everywhere and you can't escape it. The Wi-Fi is penetrating into your skull right now and they're reading your thoughts and you can't escape and they know where you're running away to. All right. It's not just that. At a certain point, you just don't want people to know the actual reason. It's not good advice to continue lying, but it's also it's like the best option out of all of the worst options. Okay, she could have moved to North Korea. Oh yeah, I mean, like, she was part of the Communist Party. Maybe I think that she's defended North Korea in the past. Maybe just maybe, they'll accept her with open arms. Maybe she could be, Kim Jong-un's next wife or whatever.
Raised for. This is fraud. Another part of the GoFundMe's original claim.
Wait, hold on. She also promised a portion of the 100K to her ex and skimped her ex on it? No shot, bro. No shot. Link me something about that. I want to see that. I've never heard that. That's fucking rough, dude. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being engaged to someone who's like an online personality, but you know, their big claim to fame was that they ran as the Communist Party of fucking Canada for local office and fucking failed, got like 2% of the fucking vote, right? Can you imagine for a fucking second being that person and supporting them through all that? And then like all of the fucking hashtag stop Kiwi Farms or whatever happens, and you have to deal with all of that shit, and then the gets addicted to fucking hard drugs, and you have to like deal with all that, and then you know they're like, listen, we have all of this money that I just grifted out of the masses, and it's fueling my drug addiction, but it can also fuel, you know, something for you, so I'll give you 15K, right? And then you don't even get that, dude? Bro, that would, oh man, that's suicide fuel.
Was that her ex needed money due to...
In a video game. Fuck. Can I say suicide fuel on YouTube? That's a legitimate question. Please answer.
Unjust seizures, impacting whether or not she could finish her doctorate.
So here's a signal message. August 21st, between me and Althea. I had a streamer friend who lives in the UK offer to let me live with him and his wife for a bit, and it's such a tempting offer, just out of the country. And Althea responds, yeah, maybe. And I responded, but would you even be cool with me doing that?
Whoa. Bro, that's so fucking sad. This is before they're broken up? Offer to let me live with him and his wife for a bit, and it's such a tempting offer, just out of the country. With the assumption, and they're responding with the assumption that Keffals would bring her fiance with her. Dog. That's so fucking brutal. Wait, hold on. Has the potential to impact whether or not my fiance finishes their doctorate? Oh no. Well, it doesn't explicitly say. Bro, someone donated 11 months ago. Dog. They drank the Kool-Aid hard, dude. It's just funny that it's still up. Okay, gotcha. I thought you were saying that it is still there. Oh, where is it? Dude, this is actually fucking incredibly fucking sad. That hurts. That hurts over. Yeah, I feel that from over here, dude. I feel that in the future, dude.
I feel like it just make you really sad.
This happened in 2022.
Because
I feel
the
that now.
implication here is I'm going alone. And Althea responds to this. I'd hope you'd want to bring.
Don't like break your back trying to find a clip of it. Like I'll take your word for it.
Me. And I tried to let her down gently. And I said, you don't have a passport. And Althea responds to that. I thought you could pay to expedite your first one. So she was really doing everything that she could to maintain that proximity to me, even though it had been made clear repeatedly that I wanted space.
You aren't being clear at all. Keffals then says she's never going back to Canada, taking time to zoom in on her
She was your fiance, dog. Yeah, she's your fiance. So at that point, even if like y'all want space doesn't mean breaking up. Right? Or moving to another country. That's like a whole other conversation at the point of being a fiance to someone. Jesus.
I am so scared of her. I'm not even going back to Canada to see my family on Christmas because I don't want to be in the same city as her.
Why does she look like she's about to laugh? Like, she's obviously trying to fake a cry.
This left the ex-homeless couch surfing, and when they asked for the GoFundMe money Keffals had promised, Keffals wrote, I'm not going to follow through on anything.
Sondsol's relationship advice. I give the best relationship advice. Can you please confirm if you will follow through on the bed and the GoFundMe money if I know that we can just stop talking if that's what you want. There is no, oh my God. Hold on. I gotta, one sec, There is no positive aspect to your presence in my life. You've hurt me a lot, and I do not want you in my life in any capacity. I'm not going to follow you through on anything because I owe you nothing. And those offers were based on goodwill, which you burnt through. You know how to contact my mom so we can finish our separation. Don't try to contact me again unless it's through a third party I trust, like my mother. Like, why is it every time she starts like speaking serious through text, it's like a demon mama or like just like a fucking anime villain fucking speech? What the is that, dude?
Because I owe you nothing, and those offers were based on goodwill, which you burnt through. This whole thing lines up much more with Keffals' past live streams than any update she gave surrounding the lawsuit.
Well, we were in Ireland. I broke up with them, and I was drinking every night, going live on Twitch to my like 12 to 100 viewers. Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay?
So what happened to the rest of the money? Well, there's some evidence supporting that she spent it on things that were not listed on the GoFundMe. Some of it we already know, like her IRL streaming setup.
Excuse me, Toonami ruined a generation of people. You should shut your fucking mouth right now. Immediately.
As well as suspected
Do not
drugs.
disrespect
But on receipts, I'm
Toonami
just not
on
comfortable with
my
going
chat.
public yet until they are confirmed. I'm working with a much bigger, more experienced
fellow
YouTuber on
degenerate.
that. Until then, I want to talk about Keffals' grooming allegations, victimization, and black market hormones. It just seems so wrong. It makes me want to break things, throw things at the ground, throw things at the wall, but it won't break because it's the dependable and reliable Ridge wallet, made from tough materials like titanium, aluminum, or carbon fiber. I've been using Ridge for about 5 months now.
Yeah, you can
Best
fight in
wallet I've
chat.
ever had. I've seen this thing through the water.
Real quick while he's doing his ad for Ridge Wallet, which we do not support here because that is Lav's husband's company or whatever. Okay. Fuck, what was I about to say? Oh, the DIY HRT stuff. Now, if this is your first time watching my stream, or if you don't know much about me, whatever, I used to be much further left than I am now. I'm still I would probably be considered a progressive, but that title or that classification has been kind of tainted itself. All right. But I used to be a leftist. Okay. And a long time ago, the person that Keffals worked with for this DIY HRT, I was only reminded about their existence earlier today because of the alleged bank robbery that they did. But yeah, the Bob posting girl, she's been on my stream before, I think 2, 3, maybe at maximum 4 times, I think. And it was all around the DIY HRT stuff in the first round of that discourse before Keffals was a like topic or a known person in the space. I've always been at least moderately skeptical of the whole thing, but now I'm pretty solidly, at least for minors, 100% against it. And for 99% of adults, I am against it because you should not be taking hormone replacement therapy without the guidance of a doctor, because you do not know how much you need to take of the testosterone or androgen blockers. You don't know how much estrogen you have to take. Like, you need the guidance of a doctor. There are so many resources for you to go and get HRT without having to go to the black market. Now, I don't know if he's going to talk about it in here, but people were buying this bathtub fucking estrogen off of their website, and it had fucking cat hair in it. Okay? Shit that you inject directly into your fucking veins. There was cat hair in the vial. Okay? Do not, under any circumstances, this is my PSA to you guys, because I love everybody. This is my PSA to you guys for a healthy life. Do not buy medication off of the internet, and especially if it is an injectable medication, do not put that into your fucking bloodstream. You could die. Do not do it. You fucking... It is actually the most mind-boggling thing in the entire world to me that someone would go onto the internet, buy fucking hormones that are injectable, no less, and just start self-administering that shit without proper knowledge of the chain of custody or how it was handled along the way. Get that shit from a pharmacy, guys, okay? Oh, that's right.
Keffals is a big trans youth advocate because she transitioned at just 16 years old.
Wait, hold on. What is this link that you sent me? HRT source testing? Organized laboratory testing of HRT sources commonly used by trans people who are self-medicating. This is not a good thing. You should not be self-medicating. Holy fucking shit, dude. I'm sorry. It's so fucking baffling to me that people just think that you should have access to controlled substances. And I don't think that estrogen or, androgen blockers are... Now, I could be wrong on this, all right? I am not that much of a degenerate that I know how to get high off of fucking estrogen. But to my knowledge, I don't think you can get high off of estrogen. It's probably a controlled substance because it can f you up if you do it wrong. Nobody knows intrinsically what their internal fucking hormone balances are, right? You don't know if you're already within the regular range of testosterone and estrogen and all the other ones. You shouldn't assume that. You should go to a fucking doctor.
And if Keffals wants to promote that parents should let their kids medically transition while they're underage, then I'm okay with that. It's a conversation. What's crazy is Keffals going behind parents' back to promote black market hormones to minors. Someone would argue, age of consent laws are good for a reason. Under 18 is too young for permanent life-altering medical decisions, such as hormone therapy. Keffals would quote tweet, "I am donating thousands of dollars a year to a resource so people affected by hysterical anti-trans laws can access hormone replacement therapy before the age of 18. I do not give a single shit what you think. I am doing nothing wrong, nor will I ever back down." This is a heated topic, even among other trans people.
I don't think it's fair to parents.
One sec. They do understand if we just did shit the normal way, that site wouldn't need to exist? What do you mean if we did shit the normal way? The number one reason why people would go through those means to get HRT is because they're trying to hide the fact that they are going on HRT from someone, probably their parents. Okay. I have a friend who is currently transitioning. It's not like she has fucking healthcare, okay? But there are ways that you can get that shit, even if you're unemployed, even if, XYZ, whatever fucking reason that you can think of, right? Unless you're so disabled that you literally can't leave your house, right? There are very few people that are actually like that, okay? You should go to a fucking clinic, get some blood work drawn, and check your fucking levels before you do anything.
Parents, not just the kids, but it's also not fair to the parents.
It's not fair to the parents. Since when has being trans and transitioning had anything to do with anyone except...
Has her voice significantly changed since then? Or is that just me?
For the person who is trans. Children aren't property. They're human beings.
She funded her friend's entire website where that was the point, to get around the barrier that was parents. The DIY HRT site was and still is the top result on Google. Its purpose was to tell minors how to buy HRT and DIY hormones from...
Please tell me he's going to show the anime vial bottle that says Store in a cool, dry place outside of the view of parents or something.
Giving explicit directions. Learn to buy Bitcoin. If you're a minor, get a trusted adult to purchase Bitcoin for you. But as Keffals gained more relevancy with her Drop Kiwi Farms campaign, she realized that this was a bad look and just started lying about it on the H3 podcast.
One of their problems is that you are supporting young people, young trans people who didn't have access to hormones. You are telling them how to make homemade hormones.
Oh my god. No, I don't know how to make homemade hormones. I noticed the new thing is
Ask Demon Mama. She's talked about making all sorts of different medications in the bathtub, bro.
they're saying that I'm teaching people how to make hormones in their bathtub, which just sounds insane.
That
Like-
sounds difficult. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know
Yeah, how do you
to-
do that?
But it's not that far off. The HRT website she funded gives step-by-step instructions on how to make your own hormones, as well as the option to buy other people's homemade hormones. We're acting all...
Wait, actually, I'm super curious. Every ingredient can be bought from Amazon, except the raw powder that you can find on Alibaba. Oh my god, Alibaba! You're gonna buy shit that you're going to inject into your body on Alibaba? That's where I got fucking knockoff, fucking recast Warhammer 40k models back in the day. Okay, back in my Degen Warhammer phase, I was getting fake Warhammer models off of Alibaba. Nothing on that site should ever go into your body. Literally ever, dude. Just watch a few episodes of Cayman Rider Build and you can concoct anything. You know what? I'm too scared to look that up. Not gonna lie.
instructions on how to make your own hormones, as well as the...
Oh, wait, hold on. I wanted to look at that because I wanted to see what the ingredients
The HRT
were.
website she funded gives step-by-step instructions
Okay, so we got oil injections, benzoate, benzyl alcohol, raw powder. Does it explain what kind of powder? Carrier oil, aqueous suspension, distilled. Yeah, this is like fucking chemistry class for. I almost said something really bad.
instructions on how to make your own hormones, as well as the
Holy
option
shit,
to buy
I
other
stopped
people's
myself
homemade
right in
hormones.
time,
We're
dude.
acting all sneaky
Holy
about it.
shit.
Makes it seem like she's doing something wrong.
What's the truth? I mean, you do have some kind of community where you're helping young trans people, right? That's like something
Yeah,
you're
of
passionate
course.
about.
Okay, you guys are shooting links at me like fucking
How
crazy.
to have a perfect transition. Number 1, always masturbate. Secondly, do not lift anything at all. Make men lift it for you. Next, destroy a business. Next, become a vegan. If you eat a burger, you're not a woman. That's how it goes. Always unleash your emotions, aka untreated borderline personality disorder, okay? Next, eat 5 eggs a day. Wrong. Lay 5 eggs a day. If eating eggs
Okay, she's not funny. How's Social Blade Demon Mama? Oh, look, we've looked that up before. Let's see. Let's see how she's doing. Estimated monthly earnings are somewhere between $35 and $560. The yearly earnings are somewhere between $420 based and $6.7K. How the does she survive? I guess Doe had to get up off the dog bed that they use for a sleeping spot for her and had to go get a fucking job. I guess. Jesus. Donos, I cannot fathom. I'll never do this Oppo research, but I cannot fathom that they are getting so many donos that they are able to even pay rent just off of her streaming stuff. Okay? There's just no fucking way, right? That shit's fucking crazy. Damn, also, I think that I'm getting more monthly, or I guess these are daily video views. Okay, she's probably getting more weekly average. Okay, I was about to say, like, this is starting to look not that dissimilar from my monthly, but that's daily. Okay. Vosh pays the bill? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And so where do you guys do this? Is it like a Discord or something, or like a community?
She has a Patreon too? Does she? Would this have a link to it? Here, let's see. Demon Mama Patreon. Guess she does. $222 a month. It doesn't seem like enough, does it?
It was like a Twitch stream.
Oh, just on Twitch.
Yeah.
So it's all just out in the public.
Yeah.
Because they make
5
it sound like
posts.
you have some kind of secret.
Where's my Patreon? I would never make. I would never. Listen, if you fucking losers don't even subscribe to me now, why would I make a fucking Patreon for you guys to not go and subscribe to? All right, Gas? When's the last time you fucking subbed to me? Gas? All right? I don't need a Patreon, all right? I have a job, all right? I touch grass. I go outside. I have friends, okay? I have a stable, monogamous relationship where we don't have to, like, you know, insert fucking 18 bad dragon dildos into our ass just to get off, and I don't make my fucking partner sleep on a dog bed, okay? I think I'm coming out on top on this one.
Grid or some community spot that's not publicly seen where you're talking with kids and stuff, but that's not even the case.
No.
They really are just straight up lying, huh? Shouldn't surprise me that much, but yeah.
That's not true. She has a private Discord called Catboy Ranch, where half the point of joining is for bi-weekly support groups that are facilitated by a support worker. She's tweeting.
Do I want your weird money? You realize that it just automatically like the exchange rate just automatically happens, right? You know, like whatever fucking funny money they have over there in fucking Europe. I'm not going to get the actual physical paper money. It just goes to the PayPal or whatever the
Tweeted, I've assisted at least half a dozen minors to get hormone replacement therapy. Copen Seed. Her friend who runs the site saying, I have unironically transitioned half a dozen minors. No one tell him.
That's Bob posting right there.
Her friend who runs the site saying, I have unironically.
This is the person that has allegedly, as far as I know, just allegedly, robbed the bank sometime in the past, 2 years for some reason. And the fucking crazy thing about it is, like, if you're gonna rob a bank, don't take your phone with you. And if you are gonna take your phone with you, put it on airplane mode, because otherwise it's going to just connect to every public Wi-Fi. And they can track you through that, so they can track your movement from the bank to your house. Allegedly.
Ironically transitioned half a dozen minors. No one tell him I've helped more than one minor order. I don't groom children. I just show dozens of kids every week how to buy bathtub estrogen with cryptocurrency and how to hide it from their parents. What are you talking about? The packaging of the hormones says keep out of reach of parents. They had Lolly branded HRT, which writes,
Don't look at my giant girl. AGP. AGP. Someone get me the Chud Logic clip. Someone get me the Chud Logic clip right now. AGP.
Don't look at my giant girl. There's an instructional video showing minors how to inject it. This is insane. The scariest part is Keffals admitting herself that she knows nothing about hormones.
And especially because anytime anyone has a question, I just direct them to you, because I don't know anything about this stuff. It's like, hormones is not something I really like. I don't really do the kind of advocacy you do.
Then why are you so passionate about this black market HRT? She defends stuff and takes strong positions on things she knows nothing about. It made me really want to revisit the whole Catboy Ranch thing. Catboy Ranch was a Discord server that had grooming allegations in it. Keffals' Twitter account at the time was Catboy Ranch, even saying she ran it. Keffals was referred to as the rancher by minors. Keffals showed support to them by saying they had a fat ass. Keffals would leave the Discord because of lolly being posted to it, and she'd write, I have absolutely nothing to do with that Discord, and I think that it is disgusting. I'll warn people about the Discord. Someone would ask, by that you mean you'll leave the Discord? Keffals would reply with, already did. I wasn't active or aware of this until now. She would then get pummeled in the replies. Bruh, I was joking. I didn't know you were a part of it. Did she actually just admit to being part of that groomer Discord? Kaz law is once again proven true. So she was in it and there was one inappropriate public message, but nothing damning, right? Well, she still owns the Discord Catboy.
Oh, really? I can just,
Oh, AGP, AGP, AGP.
I can't just open it. I can't open the link in fucking copy message link? Can I not copy the link of the actual fucking video? And because now I'm gonna have to show our fucking DMs. My life. Oh well. You guys can listen to Chud say it.
AGP, AGP, AGP.
Okay, you guys are like a fucking
Square article on
Oh, is
Sony's
it on
censorship
this?
of this game, and this is the image that they have accompanying it. Hey, everyone, raise your hands if you want a special extra gameplay mode where a girl who looks like this gets to have extra outfits where her rage gauge fills up. Okay, this girl literally looks like that middle school girl in the anime made for pedophiles that I keep seeing images of that I will never watch. The one that has two metal hair clips. The one that always does a cat face. It literally looks like her. Nagatoro? Yeah, that's probably her name. This girl looks like she's in middle school.
Why does he know about the animes? I don't know what the animes are. I watched a lot of Toonami as a kid, guys. I watched a lot of anime in my time. Never quite could claim the title of weeaboo. But I can tell you right now, I do not know the name of a single anime. I do not know what a character from a anime looks like. You can tell easily Toonami didn't have them. Okay, anything that was not on Toonami is a anime. Got it.
I mean, I know that anime has an abstracted art. No!
This isn't the video we're reacting to. We're reacting to this one. We're never going to get through this fucking video, dude.
Ranch, and it's locked behind a Patreon paywall. When I joined, I was pleased to see that the rules banned all NSFW content. They even had a snitching rule in case inappropriate things got said, but I was still clearly locked from seeing the entire server. So the question is...
Wait, is Catboy Ranch her Discord, or does she have a separate Keffals Discord? A pedophile anime, something like Fate Khalid Liner or whatever it was. I've never heard of either of those.
Why would the trans youth activist have a Discord named after her grooming allegations? Well, because it was a good meme.
So, like, the reason why the Discord is named Catboy Ranch isn't because I love catboys or something. It's a throwback to the fact that there was a conspiracy theory made up by lolicons, like by the people who, like, really loved Sharon child pornography, because I called them pedophiles, right? And their response to that was to make up a conspiracy about how I had a grooming Discord called Catboy Ranch. And I decided as a...
Well, wasn't there like weird, like groomer activity, even if it wasn't like Keffals directly doing it? Because I don't think that there's ever been anything that like directly showed her doing anything weird with a minor, right? That's my understanding. But there were other people in that Discord that were doing really weird fucking things in the Discord with minors, and they knew they were minors. Oh yeah, by the way, when we move on to the Poppy and Xena stuff, guess what pops back up? Doing weird shit with minors in Discord.
Flex to name my Discord Catboy Ranch. Just to fucking flex on them.
It's a weird thing to meme, especially when you're selling lolly branded HRT to minors, which you gotta question the safety of. She has a normal Discord, but names in a way that will bring her and her community heat. Awesome. She truly is the worst activist. Keffals is the kind of person that always has to relate things back to her being a victim. A black guy gets shot by the police, and Keffals has to relate it to her swatting. Every time I see another story involving an innocent black man being killed by the police, I think back to
Oh, bro, I remember that shit. That was so fucking bad, dude.
last month when I had an assault rifle pointed at me by the police, and how easily that situation could have escalated if I wasn't white. When people point out that this is a ridiculously narcissistic thing to do, she twists it to make it seem like she didn't bring it up. Virtue signaling. People who have never once tweeted about Elijah McClain taking this time to shit on me because they hate me more and want to use his death as discourse to talk about me. It's so f***ing pathetic. Feel some shame for such obvious grifting. You're the one grifting off him. You brought him up first, comparing yourself to his situation. She's accused of not taking care of her guinea pigs, leaving them to live in their own feces, blaming it on her depression.
Keffals let her favorite guinea pig drown to death in like 2 inches of water.
I remember that too. And just like the mental image of like waterboarding the the fucking hamster, just like grabbing it by the scruff and just like, you like that, you little shit? You like that? Fucking the world's tiniest little air bubbles coming out of its fucking nose, dude. Like, bro, just like the mental image of someone's fucking hamster drowning in 2 inches of water, dude. Bro, that shit's so fucking brutal. Alec Gunter in chat? Yeah, yeah, by the way, just a preview. I do have plans to go over some Alec Gunter stuff because evidently he's done some for the uninitiated. I've had several debates years ago with this Alec Gunter guy. And I think the first debate that I had with him, he like stopped in the middle of it and he said, I'm not doing too good right now. I'm kind of losing this debate. And I felt so bad in the middle of this debate that I'm like, no, dude, you're doing great. Like, I didn't know what to fucking say. Yeah, he was the guy in the Jubilee with Destiny, and I didn't know what to fucking say because, like, what do you say when someone like is being that pathetic in the middle of a conversation? Like, what the do you say? Like, dude, you're doing great, okay? Like, just start over. I'll listen. Oh my God, that shit was fucking horrible. Anyways, we had that debate, and then we had a separate one, I believe, during the discourse around Keffals, or it was the xenogender discourse. And he was making an argument inadvertently for conversion therapy, and he didn't realize that the words that he was using were supporting the concept of conversion therapy. But then he was calling me transphobic, and he got really mad and he kicked me from the call, and then he brought someone on to again spread the lie that I call CPS on trans women who have children. Like, god damn, I so greatly despise that motherfucker. And this is a preview for some content to come. I guess now he's big onto, I guess he's like desperate for content and desperate for debates. And he harassed the out of someone, like sent them multiple emails saying that he was going to expose them if they didn't come onto his stream. Gunter believed Lady Raincloud? Yes, of course he did. Wait, you didn't? I guess I quit? Yeah, I got it. But didn't he debate Ben Shapiro? He was at an event. He didn't get a conversation with Ben Shapiro. He got to ask like one or two questions, and then he got moved to the end of the line, okay? But yeah, because he's now on this whole, bully black people who don't agree with me and call them, race traitors train. Now that he's on this, I'm going to harass people because I desperately need content train. I think we have a new lolcow for this channel, and I think we gotta look at some Alec Gunter videos. But anyways,
there were multiple summers where she let
own feces, blaming it on her depression.
Keffals let her favorite guinea pig drown to death in like 2 inches of water. There were multiple summers where she let 4 of them roam in their own waste for so long we'd get massive fruit fly infestations. Let me just address this real quick. I didn't drown my guinea pig. My guinea pig was sick, and my guinea pig
I thought I paused it. Fuck.
Fly infestations. Let me just address this real quick. I didn't drown my guinea pig. My guinea pig was sick, and my guinea pig passed away in an accident.
The fucking bro. I know she's trying to be serious. It's just the fucking time. It's like intentional comedic timing. I didn't drown my guinea pig.
She was in the bath, 2 inches of water. I got a call I needed to take. I stepped out for 1 minute, and when I stepped out for that 1 minute,
I didn't remember this. I thought that it had like a fucking water bowl in its thing. She left it in a bathtub and it drowned in the bathtub. Okay, dog.
I came back and she was dead. She wasn't in enough water to drown. I screamed and
But did she drown? Was she alive before you left the bathroom? And when you got back into the bathroom, was her head under the water?
cried because I lost a pet that I had since they were a baby.
So to be clear, you did drown the guinea pig. Why even respond to this? She's always putting herself in drama.
There were multiple summers where she let 4 of them roam in their own waste for so long, we'd get massive fruit fly infestations. I also want to address that Althea accused me of economic exploitation in the form of economic abuse, saying that I trashed the apartment we shared and that I made her pay $1,200 in repairs. How is that not exploitative?
Yeah, you're both
Sometimes
cringe.
I really
Yeah, you're both
struggle
cringe.
with everything that I have to do in my life. And she went into the relationship knowing that I'm disabled. When I was depressed,
Not too disabled to get an IRL streaming kit and walk around Ireland. Not too disabled to go to big events like TwitchCon and walk around all day long. But is too disabled to fucking clean their room. Okay.
after my dad died, instead of helping me to take care of my guinea pigs, she
Oh, wait, hold on really quick. Let me just catch up with chat. Oh, giving guinea pigs baths can make their fur grow mold? Yeah, I thought that was like fucking chinchillas. Chinchillas can't get wet.
pressured me into putting 2 of them up for adoption. The pets that I had since they were babies that I loved, because she said it wasn't her responsibility to take care of them when we were partners, but it's somehow my responsibility to take care of her when I want nothing to do with her.
How is it never your fault? Things are allowed to be a depressed person's fault, right? This is where I want to introduce you to the Keffals cycle. Keffals will needlessly insert herself into drama, like defending Vosh for having Lolly on his computer.
When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the way like goblins get drawn in porn.
When people say it's
Wait, hold
sus to
on.
defend
What?
this, she hides behind being trans. It shouldn't be accepted.
What was it that she said right there? Hey, Ethan, you didn't address anything I said. I'm not pro Lolicon, and if I thought Vosh was, I wouldn't defend him. Can you please have a discussion about this instead of putting me on blast to your 2 million Instagram followers and pedo-jacketing me? This is gross. Listen, I feel like we need to put a hard freeze on the dictionary. We need to put a hard freeze on the dictionary for like the next 5 years until all of this socialist shit blows over, so that stupid fucking excuse words like jacketing don't enter the lexicon anymore, because it's so fucking that we have to make up all these new terms. Just say, put me on blast to your 2 million Instagram followers and imply I'm a, like, please, for the love of God, just use words that people understand.
Get drawn in porn.
When people say it's sus to defend this, she hides behind being trans. It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are supposedly leftist or progressive to pedo jacket trans people. We are already a target by the right. Incredibly disappointing to see from people who should know better. When Keffals gets blown up for this, she gets on stream and virtue signals.
I literally have Ethan's phone number. He gave it to me. I'll try to call him later. Do not f***ing call me.
Do not call me.
I don't remember giving you my phone number. I don't remember talking to you on the phone, but do not f***ing call me, please.
Do you want to know the context of that? He saw a Twitter circle where I was talking about how I wanted to just end it. And he reached out and gave me his phone number. That's what the context was.
Damn.
Piece of shit. It's like really f***ed up with the context that I have his phone number because I was planning to kill myself. And now it's just like a big joke laughing at me.
Keffals' own fans start to turn on her, so she
I keep getting told to use my words, but when I do, I get called homophobic. What the fuck?
Acts like a coward and abandons the position, blaming it on her transness or her mental health. I've changed my position on everything, honestly. F Vosh. He deserves far more criticism for all of this. He's so damn reckless. I am not sleeping. I've had panic attacks over this. Defending him has resulted in all the 2022 Kiwi Farms misinformation resurfaced.
I too would have panic attacks. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I too would have panic attacks. If I constantly put myself into situations where I was going to get massively harassed because I'm on the wrong side of almost every single fucking thing that I insert myself into, and I constantly ally myself with the most fucking degenerate, like, clownable fucking people in the entire fucking internet, and then when I defend them, I also get clowned on. Yeah, I too would have panic attacks. That's why I don't fucking do that. That's why I like to, you know, act like a normal fucking person and not insert myself into other people's shit and, you know, give my real opinions on everything, regardless of whether that person is my friend or not. Like, I'm not going to sit here and shit on someone that I dislike for having a correct opinion. And I'm not going to sit here and let a friend of mine or like a close acquaintance online get away with doing dumb bullshit, right? Like, if Wick does something that's super fucking cringe, I'll tell him that he's being super fucking cringe. If Stardust, if fucking Zonia, if any of the people that I'm close with online start doing some cringe shit, I'll tell them that they're doing cringe shit, right? Now, maybe I'll be nicer about it than I would with someone that I dislike, right? But I'm not going to sit there and put myself on the fucking firing line for pure mental on the part of others. But she does that. And she does that having a very large platform herself. She does that defending people with very large platforms who are in massive drama cycles, the likes of which I even have never been a part of. And I've been a part of some very, very big drama cycles, unfortunately. Like, yeah, I would have panic attacks too. But you, like, first you sow and then you reap. And she is reaping right now because before she has sown.
What misinfo? She will never clarify. It's crazy how with this whole Vosh situation, all she could talk about is how this will affect her. It's his fault. He's so careless he didn't consider how many communities are close to his. He hurt me and a lot of people by being a weirdo. Watch corn on your phone. Because of Vosh, I just burned the light.
I wouldn't have even thought about Keffals in regards to all of this, but she inserted herself into it. And I don't think that 90% of people... Look, Xander Hall, how much has he gotten in blowback because of Vosh's fucking short stack goblin lolicon shit? Xander Hall, possibly the most cringe person in this space, and that's saying something because there are people like Demon Mama, there are people like Keffals, there are people like Alec Gunter in this space, but for some reason Xander Hall is just able to outclass all of them with the cringe, and yet somehow even Xander Hall, a guy that admitted to jerking off into his shorts the first time that we ever talked. He's just overshares and talks about jerking off into his shorts and marinating in it. That guy had more sense than Keffals in the situation.
Last bridge I had to a mainstream creator. And finally, Keffals will say she's done with the drama, all while blaming somebody else and acting like she's somehow enlightened now.
I saw all of this playing out. I wasn't planning on weighing in. None of this was my problem. But then my friend Tipster decided to call out Ethan Klein on Twitter for how he covered the entire situation that happened with Vosh. And then when Ethan Klein responded, I was like, okay, I have two friends now who are getting put on blast by a really large content creator. I decided that I was going to get into the mud. And this entire situation has kind of made me reevaluate how I even feel about Vosh in the first place. To be completely honest, I don't really like him as much as I used to. I actually feel hurt and let down by him.
Here's another one. James Somerton posted a suicide note to Instagram, claiming it was a scheduled post. So the interpretation is that...
Oh shit, did anyone... Hey, please, let me know. Is it confirmed that he's dead? Did he actually kill himself? Because I did not comment on that because there was no, verifiable outside of this one post that I know of, any confirmation that the motherfucker was dead. Did he actually fucking off himself? No one knows. I feel like we would have been able to find some obituaries, right? Like obituaries are public, right? Maybe not, but
he's already dead. Keffals then posts immediately, James Somerton has taken his own life. Keffals got heat because we don't know if he's dead. Nothing's confirmed. It's just a poor way to cover a story. Keffals complains that people who were mad probably didn't even watch her video. But when you watch it, she acts like James is coming back to redeem himself.
And I agree. He obviously messed up. Maybe he can come back one day. If he continues to show that he is truly sorry, if he's willing to make amends with all of the people he's hurt, if he's willing to accept that not everyone is going to trust him anymore.
Keffals, how? You reported that he's dead. Keffals would then change the title of her video to James Somerton may have died. Even with my last video on her, I reached out for a question. She doesn't answer. She panics and calls me a stalker and harasser for doing research. The video drops and she says she's done with drama.
I'm done. I'm
Stalker and harasser.
Wait, hold on.
Last video on her. I
You're
reached
scrolling
out
too fast.
for a question. She doesn't answer. She panics and calls me a
I'm sorry, but this is really weird behavior. He subscribed to multiple Patrons I run to make an epic takedown video of me. I blocked him twice and he DM'd me 2 days consecutively to try to get more dirt on me. This just feels creepy. She blocked me immediately, but I still got what I needed. YouTubers aren't journalists. They do not abide by any code of ethics. I have no interest in participating in any of this.
Stalker and harasser for doing research. The video drops and she says she's done with drama.
I'm done. I'm actually done. I'm not doing drama coverage.
It truly is the never-ending cycle. I pointed it out 2 years ago and it still rings true.
I do want to say, like, I think I reacted more harshly than I otherwise would have because you were the first YouTuber to ever make a YouTube video about me.
It's like, you know, a lot of shit happened. And yeah, I've been pretty aggressive in the past. But I don't think I can ever move on or calm down unless I'm given the space to.
She's done this with the GoFundMe, her ex, her drug addiction, her hamsters, the lawsuit, Vosh, Catboy Ranch, James Somerton, the HRT directory. I am just so sick of her acting like a victim. You can't even point out that she talks slow without her blaming it on some disability.
One of the things that I suffer from, which I'm sure this video...
Everybody just prepare yourself because if you haven't heard this already, it might shock you, okay? It might shock you. All right. We're not supposed to laugh at disabilities, okay? You're not supposed to laugh at disabilities or symptoms or whatever the fuck. So just like prepare yourself for the title of this disability.
We're blaming it on some disability.
One of the things that I suffer from, which I'm sure this video will get... which I feel like this video might even get demonetized if I were to actually say it out loud. So I'll just put it on the screen.
There is some sort of psycho going on here. I'm not gonna lie.
Symptom that causes my speech to slow down, causes my emotional reactions to slow down. And this has been often...
Or you could just be on benzos.
A thing that people have mocked me for consistently.
Psychomotor. To be fair, I've been diagnosing Keffals with this for years. I have more to say when it comes to Keffals' lawsuit and her potential misappropriation of funds, but that will have to wait. If true, it is career-ending and she belongs in jail. So subscribe to the channel, and shout out to Doomer Media for helping me write and research this video. Shout out to the homies over on Patreon, Phoebes, Crimson.
Nice. Well, what do we think? What do we think, y'all? Innocent or guilty? Bro, that's fucking brutal. And this is only part 2 of 3? And the next one's supposed to be the bad shit? The next one's supposed to be the bad shit? Lock her up! Lock her up! Okay. Next. I think the next one that we're doing is not gay fesh. Where is... All right. Now, I don't know if anybody has a video on any of this, but last night at 11:48 p.m. at the time zone wherever the screenshot was taken, last night 11:48 p.m. Contra Points put out the tweet that shook the world. All right. An unsuspected shot across the bow from Contrapoints that was quickly and unceremoniously deleted, as most of her bangers are. Okay, I'd honestly be curious to watch the video before she transitioned on Destiny's channel when she was running for Congress, just to see how she verbally adapted. You are thinking of the wrong person, Tron. You are thinking of the wrong person. I know who you're thinking of, and that is not Keffals. Should I even? Is it appropriate to even say who you're talking about? It's Josie Rosie. That person was the one that went on to Destiny's stream before they transitioned. They ran for Congress, and then they did not succeed, and then they transitioned, and then they became a fucking insane person. I gained 200 followers from covering this last night. Yeah. Real quick, there are 12 people watching on YouTube, but there are only 7 likes. There is a discrepancy in the viewers and likes. Please like the stream. It helps me out more than you could possibly imagine. All right? Beyond your wildest dreams, it helps me. There's 1 like. There we go. Let's bump up those likes, guys. Let's get it up to 10. All right, let's get it up to 10 before we keep going. All right? Also, if you guys want to support me, help me out with bills, help me afford gas money, etc., etc. I'm saving up right now because I'm going to be moving in a couple of months, and that's going to cost a lot of money. And it is a necessary forced move. We have no choice. So anything that you can do to help, there's a donation link in the YouTube description, and there's also, I believe, one on the Kick stream. But you can also become a Kick. Is it a member or is it a subscriber? I don't know. Anyways, whatever the fucking case is. Yeah, support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'm not good at shilling. I hate shilling. It's not fun. But I have to do it because I'm a streamer, and that's what we do. We grift, and we bleed you guys dry of every penny that you have, okay? Honestly, the Contra tweet about Desi doing meth was the most funny, but it didn't have any dark shit involved. I do not remember that one at all. Was it actually funny though? So, all right. So now to the Contra. There's tons of good memes from this drama on my Twitter if you need them. Yeah, send them to me, preferably in order. Okay, so we're not having to jump back and forth in the timeline. But yeah, DM them or post them in chat. So Contrapoints has a habit of posting absolute fucking banger tweets. Just the most unbelievable, fucking funny, scathing things that you've ever seen in your entire life, and then deleting them within 2 minutes. How's it going, Akana boy? Just going over some drama. Today is no news today, just drama. Too much has happened. I cannot split this up into multiple streams, so we're doing it all in one. Well, actually, the next topic is probably going to take up multiple streams because there's just way too much. One of 267 pages. I don't know how I'm going to pay attention for that, okay? So, but starting with this one. So she has this habit, casually creating her own 24-hour news drama. Dog, this is big league stuff, okay? This should be well more than 24 hours. I know it won't happen, but I'm begging and I'm praying for this to turn into a flame war. Not because I want Contra to get hurt. Don't care about Philosophy Tube. But not because I want Contra to get hurt or have to deal with that, because it would be so fucking funny to get all of the details of this shit, dude. It would be so fucking kino. From fellow creators, yeah. And guess what we're going to be going over right after we read the tweet? Do I hate trans people, Sondsol? No, I do not hate trans people, Sondsol. I love trans people. There are some of them that are really bad people, just like every kind of person. And just like every other kind of person, there seems to be a higher concentration of the bad ones on the internet. A lot of bad representation of subgroups on the internet, okay? You only like the good ones. Gotcha. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Unironically. Wait. Looks like Destiny had to drop a scheduled debate because he accidentally took meth. That's no excuse. Take a few deep breaths, pop a Xanax, and get back in there. You got this, buddy. God, why did she delete all of the best ones? Why did she delete all of the best ones? All right, keep the memes coming, guys. This one, I want there to be some fucking chat interaction on this one, because this shit's just too fucking good. Is this the did you start off with, wait, hold on, Cactus. Link me the one that you posted about 5 days ago saying that Contra had the potential to do the funniest fucking thing ever. That's the one that I want to start this off with. Before we even read this, you know what? I'm taking it off of the screen. Well, I'm taking it off. Yeah, there. Now we're taking it off. Now we have Vosh in the lolicon. No, thank you. No, thank you. Why are the trans fighting this time? Well, with Keffals, it's because she's a massive grifter. With Contra, it's because she's super fucking based, but she also recognizes the potential for harm to herself if she goes too hard. And then with Xena and Poppy, this one's just pure mental illness. This one is just what happens when you make your entire personality being a coon-brained fucking freak. And also a child abuser. Did I see this one? Hold on, we'll get to it, okay? So, about 5 days ago, PhilosophyTube posts this. Finally allowed to say this. I'm in Star Wars. The Acolyte is coming this June. I'll say more when the show drops. May the Force be with you. Contrapoints has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. God, I wish I had a fucking soundboard, dude. Just like a fucking, like a big fucking bass hit right there. Boom. Who the fuck are Xena and Poppy? Oh, you're going to see. Okay. Contra did do it. All right. The Twitter cactus person is on KickChat. Yeah. Good friend of the stream. The fucking Vine boom. Just fucking spam that. Look, I get the pain of the trans woman who realizes that her boyfriend wants to be her. I really do. But on the bright side, at least your ex didn't also ditto your entire YouTube career. That would be so awkward. Haha. Deleted instantly. But it is real. There are, what do you call them? Archives of this tweet from Contrapoints' Twitter account. Open it and click the button. Thank you. Oh no, I do not. They just never knew their names. Yeah, they're horrible people. But anyways, what's wrong with the Star Wars thing? What's wrong with the Star Wars thing is just because everybody fucking hates PhilosophyTube in this area of the sphere. Okay, PhilosophyTube is weird. Oftentimes she's wrong. She likes to say stupid, fucking, absolutely brain dead, microcephalic IQ shit like gender dysphoria isn't real. And I guess when you're so AGP that like you don't have gender dysphoria, you just like the way that women look. And so you saw someone else having massive success on YouTube that you're dating. You want to copy their style. You copy their gender identity so that you can get big. That's why people don't like her. Play the Chud clip.
AGP, 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 AGP.
I don't have enough. I don't have an opinion on AGP people, but it's funny to say. So that's why people don't like PhilosophyTube. She says a lot of really fucking stupid stuff. I would say she says a lot of stuff that is actually more harmful to trans people than helpful. You know. Are you saying PhilosophyTube is faking being trans? I wouldn't say that. But her saying that gender dysphoria isn't even real makes me question what the was the purpose of transitioning if you don't feel any disconnection between your body and your like mind. What the is the point of transitioning? Right? I assume that even people who are AGP, right? Sorry, for people that are normal and touch grass and don't know what AGP means. AGP means autogynephilic, which means that instead of being a HSTS, homosexual transsexual, right? Someone who is a trans person who wants to be a woman, right? And wants to act out the act of being a woman, like getting a boyfriend, right? Something like that. A homosexual transsexual. You are autogynephilic, meaning you find the act of being a woman or having a vagina arousing, so therefore you're still trans, but you have a different classification of trans. This is for only an explanation for those who actually touch grass, okay? And I envy you. I envy you so much. These are also weird things that she's said over the years. Just fired up New Vegas for the first time in years and saw the character I was playing as back when I was definitely 100% cis, you guys.
AGP, AGP, AGP.
Okay, we're done. Listen, when I played fucking like Skyrim and shit, when I played World of Warcraft, I played as female characters because the female characters were hot and the guys looked like bricked up Doritos. They didn't have human proportions. So I chose the women because I would rather look at a woman. I would rather look at a woman run around than a Dorito man that doesn't have correct body proportions. Porn sick behavior. When you're installing enough mods to do this, probably, yeah. Exactly, you play who you want to see, not who you want to be. Yeah, exactly. I played Horde Tauren, baby. Oh, yeah, you would be a fucking Tauren fucking furry. I did not like World of Warcraft. I have no allegiance. I hate those fucking games. Anyways, so yeah, there are reasons that people don't like Philosophy Tube. She's really weird. I think that she was a lot less weird about things before she came out as trans. But then when she came out as trans, it subsumed her. It subsumed her content. It subsumed her personality. It subsumed her entire being. And she is completely morphed from the Philosophy Tube that people watched back in like 2015, 16, 17, and 18, into whatever's going on now. So, oh shit, hold on. I haven't seen that screen cap. So, why did Contrapoints post this? I get the pain of a trans woman who realizes that her boyfriend wants to be her. But on the bright side, at least your ex didn't also ditto your entire YouTube career. That would be awkward. Why did she say this? 4chan is on the fucking case. Detective Annan is on the case. 1 second. All right. Back. All right. Also, I'm sorry to cuck the content, but it looks like there is a, not emergency, but a situation that I have to help out with downstairs. So this will be the last topic, okay? We'll have to end stream after this. We will come back to the polyamory, no, not polyamory, poppyamory, sex pest and child abuse and allegations tomorrow. I apologize in advance. All right. So why did Contrapoints? Tell me that I'm rate limited. There we go. When was this posted? Oh, 2022. What is this?
Do to stop it. We've known that climate change is a problem for ages. We know what we have to do to stop it, but we keep doing things that we know won't work. We know about the threats from rising inequality and increasing extremism. We talk and we talk and we talk and we don't do anything. Why not? Well, after a lot of research, I think I've found an answer. We've known that climate change is a problem for ages. We know what we have to do to stop it, but...
Is that what it is? It's capitalism. Capitalism is all problems. Okay, cool. Detective 4chan is on the case, all right? Detective Anonymous is on this. So part 1, Philosophy Tube stealing Contra's aesthetic. Okay. Oh wait, Antenna Cactus, can you link me the clips? I think that Jenny Matrix posted it on the Cope and Seethe Twitter. The clip of Contrapoints that is referenced right here. Can you link that in chat for me? Because I can't search anything on Twitter. It breaks. All right. Philosophy Tube stealing Contra's aesthetic. We have Jordan Peterson. The Jordan Peterson video for Philosophy Tube is strangely similar, both in the thumbnail, the lighting, the weird royalty kind of aesthetic going on. But that could just be an accident, right? Or maybe it was inadvertent plagiarism. This means nothing yet, right? Contra used to have multicolored lighting. Then Philosophy Tube had multicolored lighting. Then Contra stopped. Then Philosophy Tube stopped. She also used to have multiple different characters. And then so did Philosophy Tube. And then Contra stopped. And then Philosophy Tube stopped. Contra's most recent couple of videos have been her sitting on a nice chair, other fancy furniture for the whole video, talking at the camera for the whole video, not moving, sometimes with a barely irrelevant set design. Look at the set design in part 2 of the latest Philosophy Tube video. Sitting on a nice chair, not moving, just talking to the camera. Looks like it could be the next Contra set if it just had a couple of props, right? Stealing lines. I look at myself and I ask, do I feel like a man or a woman? And the answer is that I feel like shit. Feels genuine coming from Contrapoints. I look inside myself and I ask, do I feel like a man or a woman? And the answer is, I feel happy. Cool. The rift between Contra and Philosophy Tube. I wish that there was a higher quality image of this because I'm going to have to really decipher this for you guys. Let's see here. Haunted by, replying to Contrapoints, haunted by flashbacks of HP sauce and dinner at the East India. Hey, we're the same height. Isn't the U.S. government the worst? Or I guess we can't see all of them. These are just tweets unrequited towards Contrapoints, I guess. Contra deletes every tweet PT replies to in response to a deleted tweet from Contrapoints. This feels like fucking harassment. Over and over and over. Over and over and over. Unrequited love for Contrapoints. I'll try to find a high quality one. Hey, if you have a high quality one, that would be fucking based. This is the only copy of this image I could find. Does Contrapoints follow Philosophy Tube? No, but... Oh, wait. Does Philosophy Tube follow Contrapoints? Nope. Ooh, interesting. Contrapoints subreddit bans Philosophy Tube discussion. I know everyone is excited, but this is r/Contrapoints, not r/Philosophy Tube. Uh-oh. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm rate limited. God, this is so fucking hard to read. Jesus. Hold on. I'll also see if I can find a better quality image. Jesus fucking Christ. Contrapoint. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, I think this is significantly higher quality. Thank you so much. Saving the content. So a bunch of tweets that Philosophy Tube tweeted at or responded to Contra with. It was never responded to, and every single one of the tweets gets deleted every time Philosophy Tube responds. Contrapoint subreddit bans Philosophy Tube discussion. It's Contrapoints, not r/Philosophy Tube. Please take your excitement there regarding the news. I'm sure their subreddit could use the attention. Oof. Everything in its proper place and all that. List her among others that she refers to as her friends and colleagues. She doesn't actually. When you pay close attention, the only time Ollie ever gets referred to as a friend is like this. Lindsay Ellis, Ollie from Philosophy Tube, and H Bomber Guy all got inundated with tweets demanding that they publicly disown me, a person they've all been friends with for years or else. Past tense. Have been friends with for years. After that, every mention of Ollie is as a colleague. And several colleagues of mine, by the way, Lindsay, Harry, Ollie, they all took financial hits over this. They've all lost some Patreon support. So look, I'm very grateful to my colleagues for sticking by me through all this. It's strange that she'd use colleague here. These three aren't colleagues. These are her friends, unless one of them isn't a friend and she's purposefully dancing around the word. Now, this might seem like we're kind of digging into things, we're kind of going a little weird into things, right? Maybe this is looking into it a little bit too far. But then we start getting into the harder evidence. Let's move to the top over here. More evidence. Philosophy Tube is obsessed with Contra. Philosophy Tube had a breakdown after Contra came out as a lesbian. Video where Contra comes out as a lesbian, February 16th, 2020. February 19th, 2020. Philosophy Tube's Patreon. Uh-oh. Sadly, I'm very unwell at the moment. You might already know that at the end of March, I'll be starring in a stage adaptation of Dracula in London that I'm also producing. To try and reshoot this video, make a March one, and do all that would be very bad for my health. Unfortunately, I had a nervous breakdown recently, and rather than see it as a narrow escape, I think I should interpret it as a warning sign to take it easy. 3. Did Philosophy Tube assault Contrapoints? Now, we get to the clip in question that I was asking for. Rate limited because I'm banned.
Disillusioned with Angel. My experiences have made me so disillusioned with the idea that social media callouts can lead to any kind of justice that I've essentially sworn off participating in them. There's a fairly prominent figure in leftist politics who I could absolutely hashtag me too, but I'm never gonna do it because I have no faith left in the process of calling Angel.
Wasn't there a second clip, or is this a second clip? Rate limited. Let's go. Related to the conspiracy theories, unfortunately, it does seem like Contrapoints had some kind of bad experience with Philosophy Tube.
Andrea Harris says, "Dear Natalie, it was so exciting and so delightful when Abigail Thorne came out as trans. Did you know ahead of time? Sincerely, one of your many non-binary fans, Andrew/Dorinda. I am not really in that person's life, so I had inklings, but I don't particularly want to speak about it." Andrea Harris says, "Dear Natalie, it was so exciting."
So there's a bunch of things. We're kind of Pepe. You're right, Zesty. We're kind of Pepe Sylvia these things, right? We're kind of making connections, but there's never been anything that's been confirmed, right? Breaking Hassan news. Okay, we'll pause for breaking Hassan news. Rate limited. Hassan is having a mental breakdown in his Discord over his declining viewership. Okay, this is a very quick aside. I'm so sad. I think the streams are bangers, but people just don't see them. We used to be a community. I hate what my community is becoming. I swear Twitch streaming isn't about the actual content. It's about whether people want to pay attention to you or not and clout. All that shit was a banger and 13K watch like I'm fucking gaming at 8 p.m. I'm done. I hate this job. I'm not streaming today. I'm going to kill myself. Jesus Christ. Listen. I've had high viewership. I've had low viewership. I have had periods where I've had community revolts and had multiple mods leave over multiple different dramas and opinion cycles, etc., right? I would actually pull the trigger on this. I would be the same way if I I just can't imagine caring that much about it. I would pull the trigger on this whole meme if I posted like this about my community abandoning me and not watching my stream. I just can't imagine being this pathetic in public. Well, if he cared about the Palestinians, he would, CDN. All right. I'm glad that Kick Chat is broken on my overlay because I feel like that would get me in trouble with YouTube. But just for the YouTube memers out there, if he cared about the Palestinian cause, but sorry, that's a little far. That's a little far even for me. Free Palestine. Okay. Sorry. We got to get through this topic so that I can eat and I can take care of the situation downstairs. Okay. We got to get through. We got to get through the content, guys. Jesus Christ. So we had that clip from Contrapoints where she
My experiences have made me so
we'll start
disillusioned with the idea that social media callouts can lead to any kind of justice that I've essentially sworn off participating in them. There's a fairly prominent figure in leftist politics who I could absolutely hashtag me too, but I'm never gonna do it because I have no faith left in the process of calling Angel. My experiences
so we
have
have
made
that
me so
stop. We have that clip that's a little weird, and people were trying to speculate as to who it was, and then we get this clip a little bit later, right?
Andrew Harris says, "Dear Natalie, it was so exciting and so delightful when Abigail Thorne came out as trans. Did you know ahead of time? Sincerely, one of your many non-binary fans, Andrew/Dorinda. I am not really in that person's life, so you know, I had inklings, but I don't particularly want to speak about it."
So then we had that one, and people start drawing more lines on the Pepe Sylvia, fucking conspiracy yarn, right? Okay, last meme, and I got to get through this content, okay? I'll no longer be complicit in genocide. Jesus Christ. I need to not laugh. I almost said something that was actually cancelable earlier today, and now I'm laughing at someone that set themselves on fire, and I need to chill. Okay? Okay, I'm not. No, we're going through the content, okay? Evidence that it was Philosophy Tube. Okay? What is the evidence, though? Yeah, as far as I know, Philosophy Tube did it to Nat, and she doesn't want people to know about it yet, but with the coming out, she'll want to get it out. I think she's still pondering it. The Discord leaks. One of Contra's friends said this on Discord a few months ago. Basically what happened is Philosophy Tube acted curious about transitioning's effects on the body and asked to see Contra's breasts. Contra obliged because they were friends, but then when she took her top off, PT started groping her. That's when PT and Contra stopped talking to each other. Oof. TLDR, Philosophy Tube is blatantly obsessed with Contra. They had some kind of falling out, and now Contra doesn't acknowledge her now. And there's evidence that Philosophy Tube may have assaulted Contra, raped Contra, says she's not going to report it, but can't take that chance, devised diabolical plan, start transitioning, come out about a year later, release a statement claiming to be one of the most recognizable trans people in the country, and note that UK trans acceptance is going to shit. To make the message clear, quote Contra in the statement and pick a name from one of her stock characters. So basically, she is telling Contra that if she dares speak up, she will be hurting all trans women in the UK as a result. She is guilting her into silence. So for a couple of years, this was all, I feel like this was all speculated in 2021 and 2022. So for the past couple of years, people have, this has kind of been an undercurrent that people have been talking about, right? With no like hard evidence and only little weird clips, right? Like the one right here, which I'm going to get rid of because we've seen it now 3 times. And I guess I already closed out the other one. But Contra had to drop the memes, dog. Contra had to drop the memes. And I feel like now we have some confirmation that the fucking schizophrenic fucking like 4chan detective work fucking image is actually fucking true. It's probably actually fucking true. Whereas before we had no confirmation, whereas before we had no real reason to believe this besides this fucking schizo post that has more low quality versions of it on the internet than high quality ones that you can actually sit down and read. It is now basically confirmed. Yeah, this is a big day for schizophrenics, dude. Schizophrenics are up bigly today, okay? The schizophrenic 4chan, detectives up bigly. And you can't tell we have to let them have their victory lap on this one, okay? We have to let them have their victory lap on this one. Schizo stocks through the fucking roof. Listen, if you didn't have, investments in the schizo stocks, it's growing now. Get them while it's hot, because it's only going to go up from here. Because if Miss Contrapoints has pushed the snowball down the mountain that causes an avalanche, okay, then you're going to want to invest in those schizo stocks, okay? You're going to want to invest in those schizo stocks. Let's see. Let's go through some extra memes, and if you have some fun schizo memes that have come out of this, please feel free to link them. I want them. Okay? Oh, hold on. Actually, let me scroll up and get the Copenseeth tweets again. Rate limited. Feel like I saw some good memes in there as well. Okay, let's see here. So Peter Coffin, friend of the show, met him IRL. It was a little depressing. Felt really bad for him. He was all alone at the conference. Nobody wanted to be his friend. So I had to talk to him and be friendly with him. I have more negative sentiment towards Philosophy Tube than Contrapoints, but to me it looks like Contra is instigating a hate campaign. The vague posting, deleting, nebulously confirming something 4chan figured out. I don't want to be made to defend Philosophy Tube, but if I'm right, I will. Man. I mean, he's right. In a technical sense, he's right. In a technical sense, he's right. If Contra is just instigating a hate campaign, it's just vague posting and deleting. The only reason I don't think that this is just trying to instigate in, is because she posts and deletes bangers all the fucking time. All right? Posts and deletes bangers all the fucking time. This is not abnormal behavior for her. All right? And if she doesn't respond to it any further, it would probably further cement the fact that she didn't actually, classic Philosophy 2 meme. Okay. 1 second. Kame Yoriko DM'd me. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't care. I feel like the stolen aesthetics are pretty big. All right. Contra just dropped the hard evidence the drama crows are hungry. Listen, I don't think it'll happen, but I'm praying that it will. Again, I really do like Contrapoints. When I first started actually watching YouTube, I know that sounds stupid because everybody watches YouTube, but I was never a big part of the YouTube community, and I guess now I technically am, but it's one of those things where I would watch Family Guy clips on YouTube and then nothing else or whatever back in 2008 to 2015 or something. But the first creator, singular creator that I liked for them was Contrapoints, right? I liked, some Let's Players before that, I liked some, interesting science videos or something, Vsauce, right? But the parasociality came in with Contrapoints. And I say that jokingly because it was never that bad, but there was a lot of stuff that I had never thought about, and I really, it kind of put me on a path towards being more, what's a good word for this? I guess cognizant about things that I had never thought about, and more able to understand concepts. And so I really liked Contra because of that. And then I think every single video since, I haven't seen every single video because they're fucking hours long, and some of them, the subject matter just does not interest me. But out of all of the big bread tube posters, I think Contra is probably the only one that I don't have a single negative opinion on. Yeah, she made me woke. She made me woke. The video that she did on like neo-Nazi dog whistles or something. I don't even remember exactly what the topic of it was, but she like bathed in the wolf milk and was making fun of the golden one. That was like a big video for me because I didn't recognize a lot of like neo-Nazi dog whistles before that. But yeah, I think that Philosophy Tube, out of all of the bread tubers, is the only one left that I have no negative opinions on. I think that she's probably the most normal. She's probably the only one that has actual principled stances on things. Probably the only one that is actually intelligent. Sorry. Like, I still like H-Bomber Guy, but he's a little bit fucking cringe on some stuff. All right. I still like him, but he's a little cringe on some stuff. He's probably smart, but he's not like intelligent in the same way as Contrapoints. So I have a bias towards Contra on this. I'll admit it. All right. Team Contra all the way. Yeah, 100%. She's the only normal one left. H-Bomb is based. He's said some pretty stupid shit before. Okay. Is a bonger. Listen. I like H-Bomber Guy. I like his videos. His video essays pretty good. And there's a little bit of, capitalism bashing in there, but it's not the entire point of the fucking video. He's more normal than the rest of them. Okay? Anyways, tangent aside, I was never as big of a Philosophy Tube fan. There was always something about Philosophy Tube that was a little fucking off-putting, and I could never quite put my finger on it. But now I realize it's because Philosophy Tube is a skinwalker who was trying to Buffalo Bill Contrapoints, steal her skin, and become her. That's what I am. That's why I felt so unnerved by Philosophy Tube before. And now I recognize that. Now that I can recognize the Buffalo Bill-ness, it's super apparent. Anyways, what is this? I don't have any advice on gender dysphoria. It's not something I've ever experienced. Oh, shit. No shot. There's a clip of...
Alice Rose recently found out about LeftTube. Really enjoyed your content. Came at a good time.
Wait, hold on. When was this clip from? 2019? Hold on. I'm so curious. Wikipedia. January of 2021. In the space of 2019 to 2021, she developed gender dysphoria. I'm about to say some shit that's going to get me fucking giga canceled. All right? I don't think that you can develop fucking gender dysphoria. Also, Philosophy Tube doesn't even believe that gender dysphoria exists. Hold on. Wait, can someone get me the clip or the tweet of Philosophy Tube saying that gender dysphoria doesn't exist? Someone please get me that. But there's just no fucking way. How the have I never seen this clip before? Even as much as I hate fucking Philosophy Tube, in the things that I think she says that are like incredibly fucking damaging to trans people, and as horrible of representation she is for the cause, I can't believe I've never seen this fucking clip.
Alice Rose recently found out about LeftTube. Really enjoy your content. Came at a good time because I've recently been through a tough break lately over who I am. Oh, a tough breakup over who I am and a lot of gender dysphoria. Any advice? I don't have any advice on dealing with gender dysphoria. It's not something I've ever experienced. As for breakups, well, I've been there. Alice Rose recently found out about LeftTube. Really enjoy your content. Came at a good time.
Ooh, yikers. In 2020, Contrapoints revealed that she was a lesbian and had fallen in love with a trans woman. She explained that they have a special connection because they were both trans.
So my friendship with Joanne got very intense very fast. It was that kind of friendship where you develop your own private language of references and in-jokes. One reason we got so emotionally close...
Wait. What the fuck?
We got so emotionally close is we're both trans. That kind
Wait,
of friendship where you develop your own private language of references and in-jokes.
I guess it's quirky, not like the other girls. Introverted. Still craves attention. Screenshot. Thank you. Rate limited. There we go. Man. Probably because gender dysphoria was made up because of was made up based on unreliable data by a bunch of cis doctors, multiple of whom have since been disgraced. We shouldn't need some cis person's fantasy diagnosis to transition. The fact that we want to is enough. Girl, what are you talking about? People are definitely feeling dysphoric. Oh, for sure. And combustible bodies definitely release phlogiston. Otherwise, how can we explain the loss of mass? That must be a reference to something in her video. What an unbelievable fucking thing to say. What an unbelievable fucking thing to say. And what an unbelievably fucking telling opinion for a trans... I'm gonna qualify that heavily with quotation marks around trans. Yeah, why should insurance cover transition if dysphoria isn't real? Why should, if people just want to do it, I would ask why? What is the underlying desire? Why do you want to do that? We do have medical like ethics laws that make it to where we're not allowed to just like chop off someone's fully functioning leg unless there's an actual reason. But there are some people that have disorders where they have a strong desire to remove a limb, but we don't allow that because there's no reason for it. Why should any civil rights laws cover trans people if it's just a body mod? Yeah, we don't have civil rights for people that have tattoos or those people that like try to make themselves look like lizards. Those are body mods. There's no underlying fact of the matter in your brain, to quote the guy that's quote tweeting her here. It's still baffling to me. As someone that's like very, very, very pro-trans, has a like my literal IRL best friend, closest friend I've ever had, is transitioning. Very, very pro-trans. Very, very supportive of the trans cause. Very, I want all the best for trans people. Fucking, I just can't fathom for a fucking second saying some shit like this that undermines completely the entire basis on which the trans cause is being fought. For some, if we're being extremely, extremely charitable, some like intellectual jerk-off session to deconstruct every single fucking thing in the world and say it doesn't exist. Ollie oxen free. Funny, Ollie. But Ollie oxen free, do whatever you want. No ramifications. If there are ramifications, it's not your fault. You can't be held responsible for anything that you do that affects yourself. Jesus Christ, I hate this fucking person so fucking much, dude. You say you want the best for trans people, and yet Demon Mama still streams. You know what must be done. Hey, listen. What must be done is ignoring, okay? The Shadow Women and Equality Secretary says under labor, trans Brits will still need a doctor. Why are we censoring trans? Trans Brits will still need a doctor's permission to get married the same way everyone else can. And she used the dehumanizing term biological women instead of the more accurate cis women. Aren't these like synonyms? I know like connotation, but it's not like that this is more accurate. It's just the connotation is wrong. And you're a fucking wordsmith, Abigail. You should fucking understand the difference between denotation and connotation, but okay. She also makes no mention at all. Why are we censoring trans? Health crisis. Or Labor's own transphobia crisis. The upper ranks of the Labor Party are entirely cisgender, which might explain their out-of-touch and insulting proposals. For the record, we shouldn't need any doctor or lawyer's permission to change gender. Dozens of countries have self-ID already, and there is no evidence of a risk to cis women. You should probably have a doctor's guidance at the very least. Yeah? You should have a doctor's guidance so that you're not like fucking your entire life up by administering hormones incorrectly. Anyways, there's no evidence of a risk to cis women. Hold on. There's no evidence that there's a risk to cis women inherently. However, in the world that these people want, possibly, I guess. Anyways, it's insulting that we should have to jump through hoops to get married or die when cis people don't. I mean, that's true, but the way you're going about it is just fucking crazy. Also, in Britain, the actual diagnostic procedure for gender dysphoria is a joke and often deeply humiliating. Either you wait 20 years or you pay £500 so a psychiatrist can ask you how you masturbate. Gatekeeping civil rights behind that is ridiculous. There's something in between the crazy shit that England does. There's a midpoint between that and Ollie Ollie Oxenfree, right? I just don't understand. I don't understand how people don't see. Let me figure out a way to explain this. My entire like political experience is looking at two different proposals and then realizing that they're both very extreme and that there is a very, very easy consensus that, like, not to be like the enlightened centrists, but like there's a consensus that can be found within somewhere in between those 2 points that don't lead to the hellscape that both of those two policy proposals would lead to, right? So like Ollie Ollie Oxenfree, HRT over the fucking counter, right? You pick it up right next to the fucking cold medicine and inject it into your leg. That's one policy proposal that fucking Philosophy Tube seems to be okay with, that Keffals and all these people that seem to be okay with. That would lead to catastrophic fucking results to people who have no guidance as to like what their baseline hormone levels are. They have no idea how much they should inject. It's not like they're going to have like the materials at home to do the diagnostic tests themselves, to fucking take their own blood, put it in a fucking centrifuge, fucking put it into the fucking lab test kit shit. Not everyone has that fucking capability. That's why you go to the fucking doctor to get your blood work. So it should probably be, not over the counter. It should probably still be a controlled substance so people don't themselves up. But it probably shouldn't be so restricted that people have to wait 20 years to get, the ability to transition medically, right? Is that fucking crazy? Am I transphobic for fucking saying that, like, maybe if you want to medically transition, you should have the guidance of a fucking doctor and get your blood work taken so you know how much you should take? Bro, you guys fucking me up with the little asides here. Okay, this is around the same thing. The transmed discourse surrounding Philosophy Tube are rotting my brain. People obviously feel gender dysphoria as we colloquially talk about it. The feeling you don't align with your desired appearance or social perception. However, the diagnosis of gender dysphoria, which is used to medicalize us being trans, is super fucking cringe. It's not hard at all. Take whatever steps you gotta to transition, but we shouldn't need diagnoses to be accepted for who we are. Okay, yeah, see, like, I mean, yeah, fuck, that's totally acceptable. Like, I don't know if I, like, would agree with everything that this person says. I probably wouldn't, because their fucking HRT date is in their bio, which is super fucking weird. But like, this is a totally acceptable position to me. Also, the True Scum POS misgendering Abigail over this shit, like, actually pissed. Okay, I don't care about that. Because she's already admitted that she doesn't experience gender dysphoria in the clips that we've been watching. So
my friendship with Joanne got very intense very fast. It was that kind of friendship where you develop your own private language of references and in-jokes. One reason we got so emotionally close is we're both trans. And there's a kind of intuitive understanding and a sense of humor that I can share with another trans woman that I can't really have with anyone else. So my friendship with Joanne got very...
Okay. At the beginning of 2021, Philosophy Tube revealed that she is a trans woman.
Were you expecting me to tell you about my childhood? A little bit something like, oh, ever since I was 5 years old, I tried on my mother's dress, and I knew I should have been called Wendy. That's kind of what you were expecting, wasn't it? A little bit? That's okay. That's valid. I could tell you stories like that. When other people write about us, that's often the kind of thing they write. Were you
About us, as if she's been trans for a long time. Like she's speaking from experience. In April 2021, the gender critical feminist began noticing that Philosophy Tube seems to be mimicking Contrapoints aesthetic. As was said elsewhere, Abigail being a creepy, narcissistic AGP whose skin walks Contrapoints. Oh, fuck, that's brutal. Whose skin walks Contrapoints and steals her entire persona is ironically the closest Contrapoints will get to experience being a woman. Jesus Christ. I do think he's creepy and he raises red flags for me, although I kind of wonder if that's just me being influenced by other people's comments about him. And the whole Contrapoints thing. Did you find him creepy without first reading negative opinions about him, OP? I did. I felt like there was something very uncomfortable, but I just thought that he was probably autistic. But I mean, that's not an impossibility still. Has Contra ever acknowledged Ollie's obsession with her? I also find it so... I'm gonna change the pronouns for Contra, all right? We changed the pronouns for the queen. Also find it so funny how there's hardly any male left from the OG BreadTube lineup surrounding Circle who hasn't decided they're trans. Okay, gotcha.
I could absolutely...
Oh, thank you for auto-playing this time. In 2020, Contrapoints revealed that there is a high-profile figure in the left-wing politics that she could meet too, but refuses to say who it is. Hey, look at Sargon using the correct pronouns here. Even he's not as bad as the fucking gender criticals. Isn't that fucking saying something? Clip denying just dysphoria. Okay, we gotta power through this shit as quickly as possible, okay?
I feel like you mocked gender dysphoria, even though some people really do have it. Actually, my contention is that no one does. My contention is that in fact no one has gender dysphoria because it's a category error.
Okay, since we're at the very... Actually, I have no idea who's in stream. I might clip this. I don't know if I should say this. Never mind.
Is that in fact no one has gender dysphoria because it's a category error. So certainly my intent was not to mock, and I'm certainly I'm gonna say I'm sorry if you felt that way. That's not a good apology, is it? I certainly did not intend to mock, but my contention is that no one has gender dysphoria because it does not exist. I'm, if you like, a gender dysphoria error theorist. Certainly there are people who are sad because there is a gap between what they want and what they have. I myself feel that, but I do not think that that should be called gender dysphoria in a clinical setting. I hope that helps.
I need to, in order to say what I want to say, I need to do some, like, I need to read some shit about, like, the philosophy of medicine, because the DSM, when you're, like, looking at mental disorders, or if you're looking at, you know, different things that happen with the brain, if you look at anything like that, gender dysphoria is in the DSM. Transness isn't, but gender dysphoria is. Gender dysphoria is in the DSM. Why? Because it is causing some kind, it is an incongruency between the brain and the body that causes severe discomfort or distress that can impact someone's everyday life significantly. And because it can impact them significantly, that's why it's in the DSM, right? If someone, if ADHD, I have severe ADHD. If ADHD just made it to where it was like hard to concentrate sometimes, but I was able to do everything that I needed to do without the aid of medication on a consistent basis, ADHD wouldn't be in the DSM, right? It wouldn't be in the DSM because it's not causing enough of a problem in my everyday life. It would just be a quirk that some people have. Some people are quirky and can't concentrate. And that's true. Some people are quirky and can't concentrate, and that doesn't mean they have ADHD. But some people do have ADHD. And it is a quirk of our psychology that is so bad that makes it to where it impacts our everyday life and makes it harder for us to do what we need to do to be a productive member of society. Gender dysphoria is the same. Like if someone just like, I think I could look more feminine, right? I could look more feminine. It wouldn't be in the fucking DSM. But because someone's like, holy fuck, I fucking hate myself. Something is so fucking wrong. I do not look the same way. I do not feel like when I look at the mirror that is me. Something is super fucking wrong. I do not like the way that people interact with me because it is not the way that I want to be interacted with. You know, like in so few words, that's gender dysphoria, and it's a incongruence, and it's to some people extremely devastating to the point where they take their lives. This is true. Is that like the number one reason why we should be in the number one talking point that we should use to argue for trans rights or, you know, their ability to get healthcare? No, it's not, because we shouldn't have to use the threat of mass scale suicides for people to have, you know, basic medical rights. It's just fucking crazy that someone would try to be a huge trans advocate or an advocate of anything, really, any social cause, and then say that the main argument for that social cause is fucking stupid and everyone else just doesn't understand us. It's actually fucking disgusting to me. Jesus fucking Christ, I hate this person so fucking much. I literally, I want to tell you guys that the last time I attempted to watch a Contrapoints video and made it more than like 3 minutes in, I think was the one, I don't even know what the fucking topic was, but she talked about working at a bar, and it was like a dark, guess what? I'm on the fucking computer. I'm on the fucking computer. I can just philosophy tube. Shut up. It was a long time ago. Work or I guess I watched this one. So I thought this one came out afterwards. But yeah, this one right here is the last one that I watched. Work. And it was very stupid. Even back then, when I was still a leftist and I watched this, I was like, this is a really bad critique of capitalism. This is not even a good critique of capitalism. What the fuck is she doing nowadays? A man plagiarized my work. Oh God, was it fucking, guys, was this about the fucking guy that allegedly killed himself? Does anybody know? Because I damn sure am not going to watch it. That'd be so fucking funny. Anyways, let's finish up the Sargon clips, okay? Recently, Contrapoints tweeted and deleted this. We looked at that. Philosophy Tube was recently cast as the first transgender actor in Star Wars. Contrapoints does not want to discuss Philosophy Tube's transition is not in that person's life. Shapiro abortion takedown. Oh, that was a long time ago. Oh, look at that right there. It is insane that this is the same person that we've been talking about all night. I guess it's not insane that this is the person that we've been talking about all night. Sorry. Damn, there's just some things that I almost said today that would actually get me like giga canceled. Like they're actually not okay to say. Me finally allowed to say this time in Star Wars. The Acolyte is coming this June. I'll say more when the show drops. May the Force be with you. Oh no, Mr. President! Mr. President! This is you doing your Philosophy Tube investigation? Okay, this is probably...
Alexa!
This is probably one of the last clips. Unless you guys have some real good memes for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes max is what I got. All right? If there's a really good meme, we can go over it.
What is the CIA?
The Central Intelligence Agency. The Civilian Foreign Intelligence Service of the U.S. government.
Alexa, do you work for the CIA?
No, I'm not employed by them. I'm made by Amazon.
Alexa, I have mainstream news articles that Amazon is owned by the CIA.
Oh shit, guys, he's onto us. I mean, no, we're not listening to your daily conversations. Hillary Clinton is not an intergalactic demon. I'm just here to order stuff from Amazon for you, I promise.
Alexa, you are lying to me.
It's so fucking stupid. I hate him and I love him. I hate him and I love him. Jesus Christ. All right. Any final memes? Listen, before we go, this has been a very fun stream. I'm sorry we didn't get to do all the content that I have planned up here. All right. We're going to go ahead. Right now, we're going to get... Oh, wait, hold on. How do I... What's the keyboard command to bring back a tweet? Because that was the only one that I didn't see. Someone, please. What is it? Control T? Control Shift T? Someone tell me. How do I open the last tab that I closed? Someone's got to know this. Control Shift T? Okay. Okay. Lore update on Philosophy Tube skinwalking Contrapoints. Did Contrapoints just confirm the Philosophy Tube 4chan conspiracy theory? 4chan may be perceptive about certain things, but SA is not involved in this situation. Please don't spread that misinfo. Holy fucking shit. Why did we not look at this one way earlier? So she confirms it. So no rape, just skinwalking. No rape. No rape. Sorry for the rape reviewers out there. No rape. Okay, let's get rid of all the tabs we no longer need, like this one and this one. Tomorrow, if you have not already subscribed to the YouTube, now is the time to do that. Now is the time to do that. All right. If you guys want to help support me so that you guys can see some crazy shit that we're going to talk about tomorrow. And when I say crazy, if you thought the Philosophy Tube shit was crazy, all right, I have personal beef on this one. I have personal beef on this one. The Poppy and Xena shit is fucking insanely wild. These fucking schizo freaks have made 3 videos on me. All right. They've made 3 videos. We just watched a so-called trans ally get BTFO'd at Present Sunday, and they had the gall to tag me in their title. One sec. All right. Yeah, Poopy instead of Poppy. Banned streamer Sondsol tagged me again. Weaponized a national tragedy to accuse Vosh of terrorism. And I was right. Twitch streamer Sondsol has a bad habit of engaging in hate campaigns, which is not true. I hate YouTubers fucking baiting me to the next stream video. Hey, guess what? If you guys want to see, like, actually, like, again, like I said at the beginning, this is actually so unbelievably fucking wild. So unbelievably fucking crazy. I almost can't get schadenfreude from it, okay? It is actually disgusting what these fucking subhuman freaks have done to people. It is fucking crazy. This is a story not only of strange, weird sex pestery. This is a story of sexual assault and then slandering the person that they raped. This is a story about blackmailing other people that they have sexually assaulted into retracting their stories. But we have the archive. All right. We have Twitter threads. We have multiple things on child abuse and child, weird shit in Discord. So prepare for that tomorrow, guys. All right. In the meantime, who are we rating on Kick? Who is live? Tom's only got 1 viewer, but I don't know if he likes me anymore. So we're going to raid him to J-Stock. Okay. I love you guys very much. It's been a fun one. All right. You guys have to come through tomorrow or Thursday, depending on when I'm able to stream. All right? Subscribe to the YouTube so you get the notification, and I'll catch you guys then. I will look at the meme off stream. Bye-bye.
Present Sunday, why do we watch this pain? Because the drama meter filled. C'est la vie. C'est la...
If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube or follow me on Kick. And, we have the memberships on YouTube. We have the subscriptions on Kick. If you guys want to, throw a couple of bucks my way, there are some nice little treats for you. Different emotes and different AI things that the editor can do for you. All right. I'm really bad at promoing. I love you guys very much.